Brainchild Electronic Company Limited, Taipei, Taiwan. Panel Studio, Human-Machine Interface Editing Software, Self-Education. How to create a new project. Click at Create a new project. First, enter the project name. Then, select Human-Machine Interface Exact Model and Resolution properly. Now, select the path of project file to be stored in computer. Then, if required, enter password for the project. Then, click at OK.
Click at File, then, click at Environment. Now, you can't change font size, you can't change project path, and you can also change basic symbols, graphics path from this location. How to adjust project environment settings in computer. If you change font size from here, then, it will affect font at menu bar, it will affect font at Project Explorer, etc. By default, project download path is to removable disk. If you wish to download project from PC to Human-Machine Interface by Ethernet, then, select Ethernet and enter IP address. By default, grid size is 16 by 16. If you keep two objects in a screen, they will be moved by steps of one grid size as shown. If you wish to move any two objects or symbols closely, then, you may decrease grid size from 16 by 16 to a lesser value, say 1 by 1, move objects and then check again. Default font size, default fill color, default background color and default foreground color for all the objects. For example, rectangle is filled with default fill color. If text box is inserted, it will have default font properties as set earlier.
Menu bar. File. This is used to create new projects, opening existing project, closing project, saving project, etc. It also allows to upload project from Human-Machine Interface to computer. Also, you can set project environment settings from here. Editor. This is used for general editing functions like undo, redo, cut, copy, paste, delete, etc. Format. This is used for aligning objects. Make selected objects same size. Control horizontal spacing. Control vertical spacing, etc. Order. This is to control object whether to be taken to background or foreground. It is related to layer properties. Hold Control key in keyboard and select the objects one by one. Then, Format. Align. Lefts. Undo this section. Then, Format. Align. Rights. Similarly, it is possible to make all the objects for same size as shown, then, align them to the left. Now, button is in back. So, it is possible to bring button to the front such that you can see it clearly. You can also do formatting for the objects from icons available at Format bar. View. This is to Standard bar, this is Format bar, this is Toolbox, this is Properties box, this is Output, this is Project Explorer. If you select them, they will appear in editing screen. If you deselect them, they will not appear in editing screen. If some formatting bar is missing, you may select them again or just click on Reset Windows Layout. It will reset to default settings and all format bars will be visible again. Objects. Basic objects, enhanced objects, symbol factory. Basic symbols can be accessed from menu bar or from toolbox available at left side. Tools. From here, you can compile the project, run offline simulation, run online simulation, stop simulation, download project from computer to human-machine interface. Also, Project Tools is useful for project management. It shows limits and usage details in specific project. You can access help file within Panel Studio software from this location. For example, if you want to know about button, just select index and type button, then press Enter key in keyboard. It displays information about button in detail.
Basic objects. There are several basic objects are available to use by application engineer. These basic objects can be accessed from either menu bar or from toolbox from left side. These include objects like drawing, text box, label, alarms, button, bit lamp, word lamp, etc. These objects can be accessed from either menu bar or from toolbox from left side. It includes level, meter, slider, thermometer, bar graph, real-time trends, historical trends, picture box, etc. Graphics. These symbols can be accessed from menu bar or toolbox from left side. These basic symbols are free and included in Panel Studio software. Many symbols are with 6 colors. It is not possible to change colors for these graphic symbols by application engineer. Symbol factory. These symbols can be accessed from menu bar or toolbox from left side. There are more than 4,000 symbols are available and it is included in extensive software Panel Studio Plus. It is possible to change colors for these symbols by application engineer.
Project Explorer. Project Explorer. This is available on right side by default connection. It is used to configure OPC server and define programmable logic controller tags. It is to define human-machine interface internal memory tags. Screens. It is add new screens to project, define template and define pop-up screens. Schedulers. It is to configure 100 timers available to use. Recipes. It is to define recipes elements and add data records. Alarms and events. It is to configure alarms and events for the tags. Data logging. It is to configure data logging tags. User scripts. It is to create scripts using C language. Security. It is to define users and design time. Maximum 100 users are supported. Languages. It is to define multi-language to display for end users. Maximum 30 languages are supported for a project.
End of Part 1.